In this video, I'd like to go over some support options for your new Falcon 16 or Falcon 48 version 4 controller. There are several ways in which you can reach out and get support for your controller. Probably the first starting point, and admittedly this is not fully there yet, but it will appear in the next couple of days, is to come up to the support option on the pixelcontroller.com, come down to your appropriate controller, and there will be some links here. Now, these aren't active right now. They will be active within the next couple of days, including a fairly large amount of documentation that is just being finalized at the moment for the controller, and links to the GitHub repository, etc. But I'll also show you how to get there directly. So this is going to be a great place for us to just post the various information, including some of these videos, to these pages so that you can access them. Your second option is the GitHub repository, the address being github.com/dpits/F16 V4 _issues. And in this repository, we not only publish the firmware updates that come out for the controller. You can see there's also release notes, so you can see what's been changed. And if you go into the folders for the individual controllers, there is some process documentation here that sort of writes up the process for applying the firmware. Nowhere near as complete as the manual will be, but just those beginning instructions. Your other option is to go into the Issues tab here and raise an issue that you might be having. So come in here, create a new issue. Now, you may well need to sign up to GitHub and create yourself account, so that will be a prerequisite to do so. But once you do, you can create an issue and we can use that to track the issue towards a resolution. Your third option, and in many ways often going to be the best option, particularly if you're a hobbyist using the controller for Christmas lights or Halloween lighting, etc., is to take advantage of the X-Lights Zoom Room. Even, to be honest, if you're not an X-Lights user. The Zoom Room that X-Lights offer is a Zoom Room in which enthusiasts in the hobby hang out a disturbingly large amount of time and really offer support to each other and help people work through issues. There are a lot of issues that you will have with configuring controllers with your software, etc., that won't be defects in the controller, but will just be you coming to grips with exactly how to make it work with your software. And so speaking to other hobbyists who have been through similar situations in the past is a great way to get immediate community support and assistance. Now, they can also help validate for you if what you're seeing is actually quite unusual, and can be a great sounding board for working out whether you've actually got a problem with the controller and it makes sense to raise one of those support tickets. The other option is to send us an email. You can send an email to support@pixelcontroller.com and we will get back to you typically within 24 hours with either an answer specifically to your issue or at least a follow-up question and answer type exchange to try and work out exactly what your issue is. We may direct you to raise a ticket on GitHub because we believe that it's actually a problem, and that can be a good way to publish information. It's not great, obviously, if you've got stuff that's confidential and you just want to send it to us. Email's probably the best way to do that. So they're your options. Go to the pixelcontroller.com site, to the pages for the various controllers, and access support resources there. Go to the GitHub, raise issues there, self-service access to firmware downloads there. The X-Lights Community Zoom Room, where you have a chance to speak to other enthusiasts and get some assistance from people in similar situations to yourself. And finally, sending us an email at support@pixelcontroller.com and letting us get back to you with any guidance that we might have around that. So we trust that you're enjoying your new controller. Thanks, guys.